go aba Ghana na a team like Kotoko na oni coach for Elbow League sana conference neti
Europe
na me chem say conference it is the only coach clubs na ebo uko abroach na coach clubs no na Chelsea na league also yitim
and not match ni una na nko
emete
so una say United for mo ya de chin
Leon o mo nya de nche and then Kofi bibi o Leon
but na say ne ye kasa enra ne
bibi na bibi dia
na match to say ono enke ade anka Michael Peter Schmeichel bi ne kan enke diye bi ne kan and Edwin van der Sar ne kan because no problem only Andre Onana the worst goalkeeper in Manchester United history Matic and some person who is insinuating no
asem na okan wan kasa eye mun sentro no ma twist ade no
they are twisted
wan kan sa also Lyon is a good team on the hold the man for the woman but baby kakra bi na mkofa ho coach no Onana asem na okan no nko kan the full transcript no
me nka Onana asem me see Matic response na me kan asem
okay
and Matic wan kasa
okay
o see enye digie wan say ne yake enye van der Sar
di ye hon sai
Andrew
sorry Andrew Onana so
sai so dey compare digie ne van der Sar mo Onana ndrum ana Onana ndrum o ya de chena na senior Onana o ya de chena yana
o ya de chena
digie na digie na sa o je but sa si digie je mo best player o na mu jai man ko fa Onana bai so no a goalkeeper box 6 utimi ball ni bi a ball long pass a ball diagonal and any mo mpe ni oche ball mo pe goalkeeper box 6 Manchester United
oza boy we ni papa ni
we
boy we ni papa ni
box 6
anya una obegina the same platforms be catch say oh Nana you very good e ba no ball no ball na onimbo ne chine so ya and then the always about ujra oga
na because me say ni ball ni onimbo ba o da so pe goalkeeper box 6 and you mo goalkeeper box 6 and after here we cheche wiza which and you come me who way and ranajo me di kan hu in the written form so man fan is serious until me who graphic na ngasa from Opta 4 and nyomo person moche which say o journey on Facebook and now you bought the two other first league games and I see you in the Champions League quarterfinal you need results and you be analysis but after that Opta say Tima and after sa 2 games you know or what very high probability and as a chance say obetimi agi Champions League you know I Mikel Arteta or say you that's mienu so obetimi agi Champions League in terms of probability Barcelona Hansi Flick ni otosu miensa Luis Enrique Paris Saint-Germain and the otosu 4 team e friend Internazionale Milan hold on no more man can Bayern, Madrid, Aston Villa, and Dortmund. Which means only a for only after 4 years. Only say the data no is based on team and possibly who share the next phase. Arsenal most likely share Paris. Your friend say Inter Milan more on the south side on them. They are looking at permutations. No, Barca most likely is going to meet Paris Saint-Germain in the next round before the final. Almost Arsenal for the magic.
Kofi. Give me answer game when you
see now up to 95.7%.
Answer so when or semi final. Arsenal gina 95.7% to qualify or free quarter semi final. Now so final hona or Arsenal 52.9.
So
Arsenal same as Arsenal Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Okoshia Bayern or Inter. Of which means Obusamia. So 2 teams no. And likely they are Inter be qualify. Say Inter qualifies and team Inter. And even second leg in Abacoso Santiago Bernabeu no. Kofi very difficult to want to Madrid for no. Madrid for say. Amaja to Arsenal show 3. No doubt. But more catch we are seeing now say in the second leg of Santiago Bernabeu they overturn the scoreline. They overturn it.
Real Madrid for.
I'm chance now can 4 to overturn the scoreline. Enti was all the second league ya moy akoma nipa no for 95.7 okay me Barcelona the end them jitum
say Barca for
that's what the end they are dead
99.5%.
Barcelona the end are dead because you Barca the end say Barca
let me person be chichi me say who believe this Arsenal
me the Barcelona mum na say Barcelona
Barca mum na say Barcelona
na Arsenal Barca
I can say games na say on Arsenal
okay Arsenal will face either PSG or Villa omumi enu de Arsenal betumi asho mo
Arsenal ni PSG no
so Arsenal share PSG aye a game of equals
Arsenal ni PSG ni
a game of equals Paris Saint-Germain ni bobo ncha Arsenal what I say enti eno de say bia say the sad ya then PSG or Villa Arsenal betumi asho mo na Inter yi mo ye sure say Barca betumi asho mo because Barca dey so qualify
you drew on my
into they drew high you be this ankomo no
e be this ankomo no na Mekai say at the beginning of this Champions League any last weekend Asemba Kupa Mekai and I use a simple English phrase of margin of errors and I said it off the back of the reason say baby Barca season no ababa bedru no se Barca and Sheni ya na so munya slip ya modern mono mabonu throughout the season no Nina will go down the drain. Rich in that semi-final game return leg against Atletico de Madrid Barca did not let that worry them and now they needed to step up for a first leg quarter-final game against Dortmund and me catch you for Hansi Flick na emotional return back to the boss on the year Juma or Bayern Munich. If you go in front of sports almost say it was a festival and a Barca for Eddie Jumane or Honum, your ball game you know, you 4-0. But you see, Hansi Flick Barca 5 different things for me. That is why it's here. Dortmund any match and they will go on to the next league, even at the signal Iduna, most likely beats them there and qualify to the next stage of the competition. And one year they can go on and win the competition. 5 reasons. Which Barca call game, you know, in the regular 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, anyhow you want to call it, nominal formation. Barca call Martin Musano. Me who starting lineup, bro? It was without Gavi, then Femi Lopez, Fiifi-Manfred with Pedri, any branch friend of Frankie de Jong, Rafinha, Lewandowski, any branch friend of Lamine Yamal were making the front three. Ya can wufia several times. Say you can say Barca able 4-3-3 Okitabona ayana enya 4-3-3 na ni yenim no debi se Barca kitabona it changes from the nominal 4-3-3 and becomes a 3-5-2 because Barca bebo echire miensa with Inigo Martinez ne Pau Kubasi and Jules Koundé then keep the weight with our branch friend Alejandro Balde that will intend pushing Abrantia, your friend Rafinha, and then the weight of Abrantia, your friend Lamine Yamal in the wide areas. It is it is going to be a total control from the 2 midfielders who are metronome in terms of controlling the ball on and off the game, you know, from Abrantia friend Pedri Gonzalez and Abrantia friend Frankie de Jong. Rich. Say in so boa. I am because in so na sa pity me hon kakra na say in so no bu Dortmund for no. And the thing is that, Rich, say Ushe Howard, Nico Kovac, Eba game anymore. The plan was to sit compact, 4-4-2 without the ball. Yenina ni mono with Karim Adeyemi, any Abrantia, your friend Sehu Gurasi. Into Sebasa for the body Bukema. We go long into Sehu Gurasi, then Adeyemi will pick the second balls and hit Barca on the transitions. Rich, Barca for say, ball will be now over the ball. 4-4-2 without the ball. Over ball long ball. Now I Gurasi. Anyway, nominal no number 1. I know you're moving from 4-3-3 to a 3-5-2, a 3-2-5 there. Then what we'll do is that you may use the principles of press and counter press within a 6-second maximum time, you know, to win the balls every time. Rich, Barca won a penny. Team your friend Dortmund for to deep areas I will parking. It anytime we are Barca be receive ball bia. Ube usa bench friend Inigo Martinez, Pau Kubasi, almost starting position. The Cancuna yabo pass Dortmund area. And quickly, the first thing about Sabaya on off the ball and he said, so when you lose ball now, then you have Fermin Lopez, Pedri, Gavi, Rafinha constantly counter pressing to win the ball in 6 seconds. Said Dortmund for are successful. No with the ball long ball now. Then you see aggressively. Kubasi and Inigo Martinez, Oma Manako, Abanti friend say who Gurasi constantly. And Barca had a lot of excitement. It was total suffocation. And I make a choice say yes, he's so boa a ball. Barca for suffocate. Dortmund for no papa. Now Rich, what makes that tactical plan even better? And yet just the press and counter press at Barca for winning the ball quick. No? Say Ushaya. Say Barca for a press Dortmund for no ball in this area. What they have is that 1. Alejandro Balde Ababe keep it wait. No? 2. Omo Rafinha in the left half space. 3. Omo Robert Lewandowski as a hold-up player who can keep the 2 center backs and Ronaldo and Mary Chan and Abrentia, your friend Reis, who can keep them busy in this area. 3. They have Abrentia, your friend Femi Lopez, occupying the right half space. Then Abrentia friend Lamine Yamal constantly holding up to the ball. Make sure annotation be a tactical board. No, so someone joining us on Facebook, you see. Look at where Pedri Gonzalez our partners. Barca receiving ball, no, I see. Immediately they receive the ball from this area. The job is simple. Pedri calling him, but Lamine Yamal they receive the ball from the right wide area. Next to him, there is Fermin Lopez in the right half space or attacking our space way. Once you see that, there is Rafinha and Robert Lewandowski in the central half space. Out of your shots, I bring your friend Alejandro Balde. Barca stretching. See my friend Dortmund for every time they receive the ball in the transition. Marich and you see, when who counter press it, now who pressing now counter pressing now we need ball now. Anna and real honor. Managers which is a Hansi Flick. Niamo only top notch in terms of management of games and killing of games at this season. Yes, Barca can do the job no quickly and say Hansi Flick team Barca edgeball in this area. Almost 5 touches, almost 6 touches, even 3 touches. A one-time touch into space. In general, who shares our go now Robert Lewandowski share now. You could see that once Lamine Yamal J-ball that is the space. And about 2 Emma Fermin Lopez. Fermin Lopez cuts back into the part of branch friend Robert Lewandowski, and then the goal is there. Into Hansi Flick, Ababenya Tima, and what good wingers who can keep the weight 1v1. Some wingers Cronaro, Baku or my friend Rafinha, or your good channel runner, are constantly buying inside or running channels. Now, near Emmanuel, even perfect, and they say, Bass and Fiifi-Manfred, or the midfielders who have the ability, technical ability to make ball line breaking passes quickly. I find the players who are running the channels. And 2, the confidence is me your friend me Frankie de Jong. So you see young ball pass in Fiifi, I am one of the best. Your friend me Pedri Gonzalez. If you need me to play a pass from a deep area for Barcelona, I can do that job for you. And into Hansi Flick, a compact set of players or the Sergio way. Na near money you can say bench on. Say Otulenia. Otiniko Fre Pablo Gaviba. So Jack, maybe I'm matching a corner. What the Sheda form could to me Kaka Krama and killing you off, not the Pablo Gaviaba. Or shall bench one of my winning. Ferran Torres Crati, I see, Mammy Fanning Beshim, Namin Yira Fina Creme Film Kakra. Or shall bench Honoma, who wants money Fati Bubiache, Mammy Fanning Beshim, okay. Last match, last 10 minutes, I pin pinting, Mammy could name a box Sakra, Mammy Fer Ronald Arau. What a team. Rich. Hansi Flick Bass a team, no?
All-round team.
Plan plus excellent set of players that fit in the plan that have come together. Robert Lewandowski, age 36, 40 goals this season. Rafinha, we bought a season a young bone you. We match the record of Lionel Messi in the history of Barcelona in a Champions League goal contribution 1 season. That is what Abrentia friend Rafinha 19 goal contributions. Highest top scorer our Champions League this season, and also say the highest assist giver this season our Champions League with Robert Lewandowski right by him. Rich. Now Lamine Yamal crying there. And now we say on person be effective game baby. It was just too simple. onya ball na pan we jemu na edumre bi Dortmund for ni jai ball no Emma Barca for no kogu akiri then the patience I wanna Barca ball na yenim na nkasa ne ba no say omo attack dia e Hansi Flick but omo ekita ball na say sitting in a compact mid block not supposed to break you down. That is the proper La Masia style of play. La Masia for mobile ball and they've gotten a Johan Cruyff incarnate in a branch of Frankie de Jong centrally to come and control the game. Omuti prep or pre, baby 5 minutes. No rush. Yeah, prep on this until say they will see space and then they'll play.
If you Omo Kasa currently,
yeah,
the best player,
yeah,
I will give me Lami Yama no me again.
I will give him like the whole world.
Yeah.
Oh, Rafinha, Nyala Minyama.
Rafinha mum.
Rafinha. Rafinha is the best player in the world today.
Okay.
If you are looking at statistics, the influencing of games, I mean, people mention Mohamed Salah near but Salah is out of the Champions League. You could see exactly. But if he is a player in the Barca team, it is Rafinha. Rafinha, the boss is Rafinha.
Okay.
Rafinha is out of possession, out of position. Or your right winger.
Yama for especially the Barca fans. Almost a bit me abana. Almost the Argentine channel. But say, even my who's argument na man for ye pa. Secondly, game na ye boni there. So pe player, I mean we game changer bibia obia. Elami Yama. Enti odubet me do message na bana.
I think that is super very very important player. Okay. Barca for one say as a Robert Lewandowski, he goes, you know. And also chances, but to be also chance for Rich. The first season was 33, last season was 26, this season was 40. Like I'm telling you, at age 36. Now I see on feeling younger than even 2 or 3 years ago. Let's just say I can't be 4 or 5 years. It's the Barca for one. Most of my striker there, Munyan to Barca. I say every week my love for the Barca midfield is necessary. It was at Gavi because of the box to box near Jumano, you know, and about Pedri because of the total completion of every facet of players and midfielder. But what I've seen with a fit Frankie de Jong as a tempo controller with Fiifi-Manfred, I'm falling back in love again with a certain Frankie de Jong and a Jumana or your Honor. And Barca, big onslaught. I think that's our time.
And
the job is done. Now,
PSG 3-1.
Me catch you one upon say French if one a woman team said they want revenge, especially because Abia where who saw a picture no, and I will employ Andy to find it for me. Emiliano Martinez are all for flight. No one said Argentina for cha. Omodi is our World Cup. It was so clear. Say he was trying to rile up the French fans, and he kuku ragi. Rich. Me basic French, you know, and one mammy explainer, and I didn't see the translation from here. But again, some of the margin for essentially l'équipe for the air Paris Saint-Germain for no aye Jumano or Chelsea for the Elsu. Almost say Ninja Luis Enrique Yano Bessia Todd Bolly 2 years ago. Todd Bolly one for Jumana man. About the same. How is Luis Enrique doing the job? I remember we spoke about Enrique. Rich, Monsieur, the time I accepted that Luis Enrique was a top manager was not with the Spanish national team. And yet, inside the Barca team, we need treble, Debbie. And yes, I'm the Barca team. It was the Luis Enrique team. Not Edru Bebia, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, especially Xavi and Iniesta. Rich, Saturday, no more at the tail end of my career. No, I said, oh my, so some midfield control the name of them. No, now in fact, I saw a different tactical plan from Luis Enrique and Mimaka. So you're a manager, now so a positional play manager, excellent. Now all the directness can become one. Now all the players to play that footballer usually are unstoppable. Which I saw Luis Enrique at the twilight of the playing career of Iniesta and Xavi. Make sure say obey you every time Sergio Busquets to bypass these two players and constantly find Abrantia, your friend, Abrantia, your friend Luis Suarez up top in this area to create chances and then score from there. Luis Enrique Befa, Paris Saint-Germain, me kai Chelsea for no omo ni abotre
Okay.
okay time Luis Enrique before Paris Saint-Germain do you remember how people living inside of him yes you onyade time don't struggle to qualify people said onyade na we say there sanity when you are down
Emukra say onim how is manage players
exactly
yeah no any players na problem the man management
is a good player look at the team that they built and you know nkwa Luis Campos can
yeah
they brought in a good sporting director they have understood that and your experience you also need young players who will come in and get a job done and now Aston Villa for no echo to the Canadian the image na make us a match of Emiliano Martinez and that one who the Argentina coach France at the World Cup a banner says oh call mas chinchine China okay and then not decide to send your 10 years you be cow who's Aston Villa for the Dick chef first now
and quick response from Paris Saint-Germain
the plan of Paris for no funny and it's slightly different from what Hansi Flick does at Paris Saint-Germain. I'll tell you the difference. When you say Paris,
now they wrap up.
Don't worry. Barcelona. Jules Koundé ever cut back train back to no man get train. At Paris Saint-Germain, the build-up phase, here extra fullback to come and add to reach. We say we play against in our shadi. Here another extra fullback. What he does is that William Pacho, any Berardo or Abrente friend Maki or say Bar, they open up. Not signing midfielders in the Sana Emumienu are the best in terms of control. What they do is that Baku ever be same Fifi. So either say a Fabian Ree and I say Abentia, your friend João Neves, who will come in between them and they control the game. Which are also on the tactical border. Look at how Paris Saint-Germain for air sitting with a back three. Naniama when say signing regular 3 wingers no or more as wingers. He plays all of them in the half space. One as a striker because Ashraf Hakimi, then Abrante Feni Nuno Mendes. I'm gonna make people wait, Rich. So maybe a Victor Kelly, I'll pick agent Alpha ball. We are 3, we are 2, and he will beat you.
I don't go no share. Mamma mia.
And me ain't jumping gun.
Aquano, I must of George Ampa.
Georgian Messi. Now before
Georgian in a number was that.
Where who decide you go?
Oh yeah, I mean, come on.
I think it's just more.
Go never.
Omonchi and copyright to meet me here from end. Who decide you go? Rolly Bonnie left. Palm top corner. Name Milano Martinez is the home popular. Say, French boy and Ashe go. Then the next one from Victor Koreskelia. Boy, it's not almost boss street football. Also, they defended the chef's role. So, how should Victor go now? Or the boy calling him Axel the Sass in area. No, a be anybody now Axel the Sass in that form. Now, we're rolling ball on the back.
But in the chest in the man go.
Axel the Sass. And now the winning from. Hey! And winning. Go no share. Or say only weaker foot.
Yeah. And the name was Hanson and Martinez, you know.
Look at it.
First ball, no Hanson on the bonnet.
On Facebook, just come and watch that go. And Ojibon from the white area. Obey only the sassy. Out, check. Okay, we decide.
We decide to do it.
Look at that. We are under 24 and 19 years, 18 years, 17 years boys never born.
Okay.
Quality play from team and friend in Paris Saint-Germain and our best friend Victor Koreskelia. And now they got a job done. Luis Enrique, who deserve a lot of credit. On the outstanding issue. On the Mikel Arteta and the best of power.
As a go view, as a what TPS na simple be.
Aston Madrid, Rich. Missing
Madrid. Obisa game ni ma catch now. Me until say about second leg ni be wie. Never was Arsenal a qualify no.
Rich, you can be as modest as you want to be. Me someone come a football no. I've forgotten about it in this match.
Okay, the Arsenal be PSG.
Yeah, Madrid 400 minutes cry, one ship cry go back to Conshi.
Ati. Obi, emensu that's. So code be the mine.
Europa League.
My code na enko.
Ya keka kamunu bi bia mo man. Chelsea went man go sheli ya wo so a. On one asem. Na me adu much na e be kana.
Okay.
And now you catch your boys and say yes, it's a special one. And one and now boys need this car with a special code on there Paris Saint-Germain and over 2.5 L Honor and of course Barcelona to win and over 2.5 now codes near Kama and now boys need this car. And so your codes na yachichim baby L Honor. One of them also the special Europa League codes which are definitely will be the rich code on the screen this 1A BE 6C 5C and the first one, second one here 1A BE 751E, third one here 1A BE 883D or 1A BE 6062 and a 1A BE 83DE. And then the codes now. Honorable Fiifi-Manfred across all social media on Twitter, Facebook as well. Sabeka,
okay, Ravi. Yanyana, yen chesika no preko, but when I no.